Hi, my name is Matt Gwynn, and I'm the Director of Church and Community Organizing with On Earth Peace.
And I'm Marie Benner Rhodes, Director of Youth and Young Adult Peace Formation with On Earth Peace.
And we're pleased to bring you this update from our work. The vision of On Earth Peace is a world in beloved community, liberated from oppression, violence, and war. As we begin this report, I invite you to reflect about the ways that your own faith commitments as a follower of Jesus resonate with this vision. The mission of On Earth Peace, the part of that vision, the way we see ourselves working towards that vision, is to develop and walk with leaders and communities who work for justice and peace. So when we think about leaders and communities, those are people who are connecting with us in our learning action communities. Those are people who are in congregations, pastors and lay people who are trying to work for healthy conflict, to work for justice in their community, to challenge violence.
On Earth Peace has 4 strategic directions and priorities to help us focus on our mission. And these include to develop individuals and leaders with spirituality and skills in Kingian nonviolence, walk with leaders in their communities as they take action for justice and peace using the Kingian nonviolence approach. We also will embolden the Church of the Brethren to become a living peace and justice denomination and continue to institutionalize anti-racism and anti-oppression in On Earth Peace practices and structures. Guiding and undergirding our values, vision, mission, and strategic priorities are these values: Jesus-centered spirituality, positive peace, anti-racism, anti-oppression, intergenerational leadership, beloved community. And it is with these values that we do our work. Matt and I are excited to share some of the programs that we've been offering throughout this year. And the first is the internship program. We are in year 5 of our paid internship program for young adults and college and graduate students of any age. This year, we have seen a real growth in our internship program as we doubled our capacity when schools closed in March. So we now have actively 20 internships at a time, with students serving in a variety of capacities across the organization, including as peace organizers in our learning action communities, in development on our communications team, and in other support staff alongside youth, young adult, and church and community group organizing.
Our learning action communities have been growing and developing over the last 5 years. The emphasis of these communities is in their name. Some people come to these issue-based communities, for example, racial justice, migrant justice, environmental justice, gender justice, LGBTQ plus justice. Some people come because they want to learn about that issue and what to gain knowledge. Other people come because they want to see how to take action, how they as an individual or their congregation can do something to make a difference. And so you see here in the image, the banner from the Facebook group of our racial justice learning action community, seeking justice and equity through beloved community, building community capacity and commitment with education, dialogue, Kingian nonviolence, God, action, and love. You are invited to find any of our learning action communities by going to Facebook, which is the meeting place for these groups, and typing OEP into the search bar, or OEP hyphen, and you'll see those groups populate and you can check them out. The Racial Justice Organizing Learning Action Community is sponsoring a book group that starts October 21st, featuring Drew Hart's new book, Who Will Be a Witness, that came out last month, igniting activism for God's justice, love, and deliverance. We hope some of you can join us. You can find more information about that and all the things that we're mentioning in this update on the On Earth Peace website, onearthpeace.org. Look under events.
So On Earth Peace has had a commitment to developing leadership in each generation with a specific commitment to youth for the entire history of the organization. And as we've considered kind of emerging in new ways of connecting with youth, we are launching a community engagement grants program for youth groups. These grants will fund youth-led projects that are funded and guided by On Earth Peace. So youth will devise a project to aid in peace and justice work in their particular community, and they will complete an application process to receive a grant. Throughout the project, they will send regular updates to On Earth Peace and attend 3 On Earth Peace workshops to help develop skills in organizing and peace building. We are excited to see what youth come up with and the ways that they are eager to go and connect in their neighborhoods and in their communities, connecting their discipleship, their faith, their justice and peace work.
Already taking place before COVID, but especially in the era of the pandemic, On Earth Peace has been offering online community gatherings to our constituency, and many of you have participated in them. You see here in the image a series that we had this summer, organized by several of our Learning Action community and other staff interns, how to raise race-conscious kids webinar series. Here are a couple of events that we have coming up in the next couple of weeks. On Thursday, October 15th, we're having Every Day is Peace Day, stories from congregations that participated in Peace Day 2020 and ideas for ongoing faith formation for peace. On Friday, October 23rd at 3 p.m. Eastern, the 11th in our series of On Earth Peace community meetups since the pandemic started, is on the theme Preparing for Chaos. And it's looking at the responsibility of people of faith, recognizing that we might not know the results of the election on election day. There might be a lot of uncertainty in the days thereafter. How can we be prepared, and what kind of commitments can we make in advance to be ready to stand for justice and peace and to de-escalate conflicts that might arise?
So with COVID-19 and moving online, our children's program has included read alouds. Twice a week, we have been posting videos featuring children's books about peace, justice, and courage, inviting different readers to participate in the project and share our favorite stories. New this school year includes a lesson plan that you could use at home with your children in addition to the story. You can see over 48 videos on our YouTube On Earth Peace TV under the Read Aloud section, and explore the very many children's books we featured there. You can also participate by emailing our Children's Peace Formation intern at children@onearthpeace.org and share a favorite storybook you have or one from a list that we have. And also for children readers, we are purchasing books featuring children readers. So we look forward to continuing this project and seeing more people in these read alouds.
Finally, I'd like to share about Kingian nonviolence training and organizing. You saw in our strategic priorities that Kingian nonviolence features strongly there. Kingian nonviolence is an approach to conflict and social change organizing that is not only about Martin Luther King, but it's rooted in his leadership and that context of the civil rights movement and the Black-led freedom movement in the United States. It has a particular brethren connection in that one of the authors of the curriculum, David Jensen, who worked with Dr. King, is a member of the Living Peace Church of the Brethren in Southern Ohio and Kentucky district. The picture that you see here on the screen is some of the 34 participants and teaching team from our current Kingian Nonviolence certification training of trainers. That group of 34 includes 8 members of the Church of the Brethren from the United States and Nigeria. And the rest are people who are people of faith and community leaders from not just around the United States, from around the world. So the cohort includes people from 8 countries. With the work of Kingian Nonviolence, we are providing short-term training, speaking in churches on Sunday morning with a little bit of an introduction to Kingian Nonviolence, but also longer-term learning opportunities and accompaniment with congregations that are looking to strengthen or equip themselves to respond to the challenges of our time with a grounded and values-centered philosophy and methodology. So how do we work for peace in these times? The call is for us to be involved. And how do we do that in a way that grounds us in some of the deepest values of our tradition?
Thank you for the time to share about our programming with you. We look forward to continuing to partner with the Church of the Brethren in all of our work, and especially as we live into our vision to become a beloved community free from violence, oppression, and war. Thank you.
Thank you.